Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In this video, I'm gonna show you this bronzy glam makeup look. And in this video, I will be playing with a new palette that I received this week. I'm excited to show you how I did this. These type of kind of like smudged out, sultry looks are actually my favorite. So let's get started. Now the palette I will be playing with is this one from Natasha Denona. She actually launched a few of these tiny quad palettes, and today I'm going to use this one. But before I go in, I'm first going to prime the eyelids like I always do. I'm using my MAC Cosmetics paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. I'm going to blend this all over the eyelids, and then I applied some eyeshadow guards. If you want to recreate this look and you don't have these eyeshadow guards, you can also use some regular sticky tape. Then after that, I use some brow gel. I like to do this after priming my eyelids. So if some product will get into my brow hairs, then I can kind of like fix it up with some brow gel. Now I'm going to use this palette, and I'm starting with the lightest color, and I'm just going to blend this all over into my crease. And I'm going in with quite a few layers to really build up the pigmentation and make it as warm as possible. So now for the next shade, I'm going in with this brown color, and I would say this is really like a cool tone brown. It has kind of like a coolish, like neutral undertone. It's really beautiful. If you don't like these shades which are too like orangey on the eyelids, then I'm sure you will really like this one. So I'm gonna blend this into my crease. I'm using a kind of like flat blending brush. I believe the one that I'm using is the Sigma E25. And I'm really focusing like right into the crease area. Then for the next color, I'm going to go in with this shimmery shade, which is so beautiful. I used my finger to apply it, and then after that, I used the brush to kind of like blend it around the edges, but it's so beautiful, sparkly. Then I went in with the Sigma Beauty Wicked Gel Eyeliner, which is a matte black gel eyeliner, and I'm using a Sigma E75 brush to apply this above the lash line. I do created my like own brush kit together with Sigma Beauty, which I will link down in the description bar. It contains actually all the brushes that I'm using in today's video, which I feel like are the must-have brushes for every eye look. So make sure to check out the link in the description if you're interested. So first I just created like a simple line above the lash line, and then after that I'm gonna drag it more towards my brow to create a wing liner.
My temptations, building up on anxious. I know he wanna get me all up in his room. Look at me over now, you're surprised, 'cause I put on a show on my first ride.
Then after creating that wing liner, I'm going in with this brown color again, and I'm going right on top of where I applied the gel eyeliner when it's still kind of like a little bit not dry, so the eyeshadow will mix together with the gel eyeliner and it will make it look a little bit darker and smudgy, and then I will continue to do so a few times and also apply a little bit of the gel eyeliner on my brush as well to make it a little bit more black. Then with whatever is left on my brush, I'm also gonna blend this to my crease area. So I'm blending this like very lightly, just upwards, like in the socket of my crease, if that makes sense. Then I went in with the NYX Cosmetics matte liquid liner. And I thought they would discontinue this, but I feel like this is actually the same product as they had before. Maybe they changed the name, I'm not quite sure. But it's just a liquid liner in black from NYX, and it's really good. So I'm just applying this like right above the lash line. I'm not gonna like fill in the whole wing liner where I did that earlier. I'm just only gonna like create a line above the lash line to kind of like intensify the blackness in that area. Then whatever I did on one side, I also did at the other side, of course. Then I removed the eyeshadow guards, and it left me with a really sharp, clean edge, which is lovely. And then I went in with concealer. I'm still so in love with the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer. I've been using it for years, and I don't know, I just can't find anything that's like this one. Then I set everything with powder, and I'm gonna go in with this pencil. And I believe this one is from NYX Cosmetics. I'm not quite sure, but I will make sure to put the name in the description bar. I'm gonna use this for in the waterline, and this will really like brighten up the eyes. It will remove the redness in my waterline and will just slightly make your eyes appear bigger. Then I went back in with the palette with that kind of like a brownish color, and I'm using a Sigma Beauty Flat Diviner brush, which also comes in my brush kit that I created together with Sigma Beauty. And I'm just using this shade like right underneath the lower lash line. And then after that, I'm gonna blend this out also with the brush that comes in my palette, not in my palette, in my brush kit. And just like sweeping my brush back and forth, just blending everything out. Then I went in with this new mascara from YSL. First curling the lashes, and then I'm going in with the mascara. I'm actually going a little bit back and forth with mascaras that I like, but this was the first time trying this one. I just wanted to give it a go, and it was actually quite nice. It made my lower lashes like very long, so that's good. But I will go in with false lashes, so you won't see any of my mascara at the upper part. It's these from House of Lashes. And popping them on with a tweezer, and I also use the House of Lashes lash glue. Let me know what your favorite lash glue is. I actually love the one which I believe is latex free from Duo, but I can't find them anywhere near me, so I had to use this one, which is good as well. But yeah, this is the finished result. I love this kind of like glamorous eye look. Nothing too crazy, but still, you know, the right amount of glam but wearable. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.